And hello, everybody, and welcome to Inside KB Willard Arena here in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, for this top 10 matchup between the visiting UW Eau Claire Blue Golds and your Stevens Point Pointers. We're in for a very good one tonight, aren't we, Frankie?
Yes, Liam, we are. This is one of those games that's going to go down to the nitty-gritty. This is a home and away series between Eau Claire and Stevens Point conference matchup. Last night, Friday night, the Pointers stole one from Eau Claire in Eau Claire in a 2-1 overtime victory. Game-winning goal coming from Andrew Poulias, the captain, 2-5. What a game out of that, man. And this one here tonight, going to be just as entertaining.
Absolutely, and I really want to emphasize stole. I mean, it was a sub-5-minute tying goal for the Pointers that sent them to overtime. They scored with a minute 16 in. Fletcher Anderson setting up Andrew Poulias for the win. And that was a beautiful goal. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, it was fantastic. And it feels so good to get a win in Eau Claire against a tough conference team.
Absolutely.
That they are.
Proctor only needed to make 17 saves. Defense came up big. Max Guchar had another outstanding night, 31, but he needed to make 33.
And fantastic to highlight Alex Proctor coming back from injury a few weeks ago. Good to see him back on the ice.
As we are underway here in KB Willett, Eau Claire will collect it in their own zone. Pin along the far board by German. German will hit the ice into the near corner. Wheels around the net. Claire trying to clear. Hummerstone keeps it in. And Eau Claire will finally get rid of it. Coming up the ice now is Kyler Grundy. Kyler Grundy and all alone. Saved by Proctor. That one goes high and away for a stoppage in play. Already, Eau Claire had a chance.
That
Alex
was
Proctor.
Scary opportunity from Eau Claire. About 3 Pointers run into each other to set up that shot from number 9.
Quinn
That's
Green.
Quinn Green.
Kyler Grundy in all alone. All the Pointers converged to try to take him off the puck. They all ran into each other. He just set up Quinn Green to be in there by himself. Had one heck of a shot, but Alex Proctor came up big. Face-off. Won by Eau Claire, but stolen by the Pointers. Fletcher Anderson makes a man miss. In the line to Sherino. Sherino loses that one at the blue line and it'll exit the zone. Battling for it now right in front of the Eau Claire bench. Collected by Eau Claire. Pass goes just wide, but they will clear the zone. Intercepted by Sherino. In by himself right now. He'll choose to shoot that one around the boards. As one of the Eau Claire players hits the ice. I'm not sure who that was, so he just kind of fell over. I think that was number 3, Tyler Love. Just kind of took a little bit of a tumble. Nicholas Romatario with it now. He'll shoot that one in deep, and the Pointers will go for a change. Collected by the big man, Sam Ide. He loses control of that one. It'll be turned away by Proctor. Eau Claire recollects at center ice. They'll shoot that one in deep, but again, recollected by the Pointers. Playing a little bit of a tennis match here right now, Frankie, as nobody's really doing much of anything.
This one has been fast and furious to start on both sides of the ice. Opportunity here for Point.
Collected behind the net by Max Guchar. Immediately turned over by the Pointers. Over to Brett Hummerstone. Cross-ice pass. Pass out in front. Hit one of the Eau Claire defensemen, and that shot just goes wide. That was a great opportunity for Point there, but they were not able to converge.
They were looking for Colangelo on that one. Unfortunately, got blocked up nicely by Eau Claire.
Well played defensively. Cross-ice path to Witherspoon. Intercepted as his stick flies out of his hands. That'll be a slashing penalty. Just under 2 minutes in, and that's going to send the Pointers to the power play, their first one tonight. As we said, they've kind of been looking on the up and up compared to last season, so I wonder if they'll continue that trend here tonight.
You'd have to expect it, and it's a night that you're going to need to be on the uptick with the power play. Eau Claire is no joke. This is a great team. I mean, what a victory it would be to get back-to-back wins over a conference team like Eau Claire.
Especially in that, you know, this is the last game, last home game, last game in general this year before the winter break. The winter break coming up very, very soon. Finals week in just under 2 weeks. So Point to steal one away here and go into the break with a win would do wonders for the morale of this team and this campus. Eau Claire manages to clear, and that'll send everybody out of the zone. Collected by Mick Hennigan. Mick Hennigan wheels around, passes it back behind him, nobody there. Fletcher Anderson having to recover. Wheels around in his own zone, comes out over the blue line, drops that one back. Pointers really not getting a whole lot going here, just kind of making a couple lazy passes. Witherspoon finally starting the rush up the ice. Passes that one over to Poulias. Poulias shut off in the corner as that puck skirts around the boards. Collected by Poulias out in front. Nobody there. Wallop chance by Poulias. Save by Guchar. What a good save by him. As Anderson recollects. Passes it across to McKennigan. Back to Anderson. Wheels around to Hennigan. Back to Anderson. Over by the circle now. Back to the point. Shot save by Guchar. A little bit of extra pushing and shoving. Oh, that one should draw a penalty. It absolutely should be a roughing penalty. Somebody's got to call that. That one was way after the whistle. And I don't think there's going to be one called. That is not great.
Yeah, there was a bit of shove between the captain, Stuber, and Poulias. And then all of a sudden, Aaron Swanson comes in from behind. Two-hand pushes, 2-5. But like you said, no call. Willie
Stauber complaining about something to the ref. I think he was trying to explain himself, but it wouldn't matter anyways because there was no call on that one. Collected by David Hill. Passes out to the point. Back to David Hill. Along the far boards now. To Hill. Wheel. Shot. Deflected. Saved by Guchar. That one turned away. Sean Bunting with it at the point. Wrist shot. That one is also deflected, but right into the chest of Guchar, and we'll get another stoppage of play. 36 seconds left to go on the power play.
Guchar with 4 saves. This feels like in succession from this attacking Pointers team. We're on the gas pedal right now.
Well, Max Guchar is the goaltender who led Eau Claire back to the conference championship last year where they fell to point 6-2. Max Guchar had one heck of a season last year in his freshman year. He's only a sophomore now, so you got to wonder he's going to be terrorizing the WIAC for a couple more years. Face-off won by the Pointers, collected by Brett Humberstone. Humberstone out to the point, shot by Romatario. That hit a man in front, and it's going to be a foot race collected by Proctor. Not sure what to do with it. He finally passes that one up, and it'll be collected by Romatario. That one was one heck of a shot, but it was deflected by a man in front and came all the way out of the zone. Pointers in over the blue line. Behind the net, collected by Eau Claire. They'll turn and shoot at the length of the ice for some time off the clock. 5 seconds left on the power play. That's going to probably do it here on this power play. Kyle Lexiak out of the box, right to the bench. Here comes Colangelo in by himself. Shot save by Max Guchar. What a save by him. A good shot by Colangelo, but nothing doing. Pretty good move there by Quinn Green, splitting the defenseman, throwing the puck in between his legs, but it will be icing the way of the Pointers, and it'll come all the way down to the right side of Alex Proctor. Quinn Green had a very dangerous opportunity there as he split 2 Pointers, tossed the puck right between the legs of, I think, Brett Humberstone.
Yeah. I mean, this game so far feels like a ton of passes not finding their mark. We're going up and down the ice constantly. More shoving now in the zone, in the point zone, before the face-off.
Evan Junkers right there in the mix.
But back to what I was saying, it's a lot of passes back and forth, not finding their mark, but Point has had a few nice shots on goal.
Absolutely. Shot off the face-off save by Proctor. We'll get another stoppage in play.
This is an angry Eau Claire team. They're not happy that they gave up a loss on their in Eau Claire. You know, they're going to come out here. They're going to be chippy. And they got to keep that aggression in check if they're going to want to steal this one back.
Absolutely, but to that point, I also say, I mean, this is the conference rivalry. Eau Claire versus Point goes back a long time, almost 40 years now. Stoppage of play here as Alex Proctor will cover that up, but it goes back a long time, almost 40 years. I mean, these two teams just despise each other. I mean, to the point, it's worse than the St. Norbert rivalry, I would say. I mean,
definitely. And you're seeing it here early. And this is an Eau Claire team, again, who lost 5-3 to the Pointers earlier this season.
Looking for their first win at KB Willett. Claire wins the faceoff, trying to get something up. Goes behind Alex Proctor. Going to be recollected by the Pointers. Oh, my goodness, there was a big hit in the corner. I'm not sure who that was. Very good move by Gonarowski as he'll go the length of the ice. Just tossed it over one, but he's buried in the corner as Eau Claire finishes their check. Back to Gonarowski. Out to the point, over to Sherino. Sherino shot, deflected away. There was an extra little bit of a shove there by Harrison Stewart, but Eau Claire will recollect. They'll try to clear the zone, but it will be icing, and we'll get a stoppage. There was two players just, I guess, locked onto each other and came together for a little bit of a check and then went their separate ways. Neither one of them had the puck. I'm not really sure what they were thinking there. Quite humorous, but I mean, that was, I don't know what that was. Harrison Stewart. Harrison Stewart came in with Leo Piccolo, just said that they wanted to bump uglies, I guess. But, like, I'm not sure what they were doing.
Yeah, Lee Piccolo from Eau Claire. He's got that pit bull mentality at 5'8". He's 5'8", so he's not very tall, but he's going to be a problem out there on the ice.
There was a high stick, so neither team really wants to touch it, and we'll get a stoppage in play. It's very funny when that happens because it was a high stick out of the way of the Pointer team. And so Eau Claire didn't want to touch it because it was in a dangerous position. And so both teams just kind of stopped and stared at the puck until a whistle was blown. So that faceoff will come out of the zone. Julius in there for the Pointers versus Tyler Herzberg. Herzberg won the draw, but it's recollected by the Pointers. Julius shoots that one in deep behind Guchar. Josh and Sherino in there. Collected by Anderson. Eau Claire will recover. Here they come up the ice, over the blue line. Herzberg shoots that one in deep, and he'll give chase. Comes right on the front of Proctor, skips off the stick. Eau Claire manages to keep it in. Sherino looking to clear, finally does. McKinnigan with it now. Over the blue line, that pass goes just wide. Eau Claire will recollect. Colin Steen puts on the brakes. Here come the Blue Golds the other way. Sammy Martell with it now. He'll shoot that one in deep, and the Blue Golds will go for a change. Collected by the net by Sam I, the big man. Passed over to Junker. Junker with speed over the red line. Closed off, narrowly avoids that hit, but still leaves his feet. And so Eau Claire will recollect. Eau Claire in over the blue line. A lot of hits. Nobody is shy to hit right now. Usually you'll see them turn off at the last second, but everybody wanting to get in there. A very physical game being played here right now. Pointer faithful and packed KB Willett showing their approval for that one. As that puck goes just wide up and over to the corner. And it'll be collected by Eau Claire. Eau Claire looking to get something. Shot from the point. Hits a man in front and goes wide. Here come the Pointers the other way. Looking to start something up the ice. Over to Sean Bunting. He'll touch that one, so will not be icing. Max Kuchar out of his way. Charlie German tried to get a shot off. That one hits a man in front. It stays in play. And here come Eau Claire the other way. One man in by himself. I think that was Kyle Bauer. Everybody hitting the ice. Nobody really know where the puck is. Goes behind Alex Proctor. Collected by the Blue Golds. Pass out in front. Goes right to the hands of the Pointers. And they'll start their way up the ice. There's a little bit of a late hit behind the play. KB Willett not happy about that one. As that puck will go out of play for a stoppage. Very physical game here, Frankie. Nobody really shy to throw a hit there. They're finishing all of their checks. Very physical.
It's no question that Point has had Eau Claire's number this season. And that, again, is coming to fruition here tonight. Hits on hits, hits after the play is over, and the puck's nowhere near with the action. I mean, these players are angry.
Absolutely, they have every right to be. Like I said, Eau Claire versus Point is a historic rivalry. Oof. Case in point, there was a big hit right there as Gonrowski tried to lower the shoulder, but he was turned up. Here comes Point the other way. Over to Eau Claire, and over the blue line. Pass out in front, goes just wide. Sammy Martell skating in, almost had that one on his stick, was not able to collect. Cody Colangelo will dump that one in deep as the most Pointer squad goes for a change. He'll give chase. It's on the stick of Willie Stauber. Willie Stauber passes that one off right into the hands of Sam Ide. Sam Ide trying to clear from his zone, but Eau Claire keeps it in, and it'll have to be collected by Mick Hennigan. Mick Hennigan with it now. Wheels at the length of the ice. That one's going to go all the way down, but Eau Claire touches it, so icing is waved off. Here comes Eau Claire the other way. Leo Bacalo wheels around in his own zone, tries to get the pass off. That one goes off the stick of Kyle Alexiak. Mick Hennigan with it now, over to Sam Ide. Sam Ide over the blue line, and it'll be offsides against the Pointers, and we'll get a stoppage of play. Well, they're kind of turning up their passes here now, Frankie.
I'm happy to see that. We knew this was going to be a high-tension game, but it doesn't help the tension when everything is not finding its mark or we're just watching the puck go around the ice. More precision now in play here for the Pointers.
11 minutes and 36 seconds left in the first opening period. Face-off. Won by the Pointers. Sam Ide shoots that one in deep. Pointers will get a chase. McKinnigan pins the man along the board. 3 Pointers in deep for that puck. Collected by Nico Kamowski. Connor Witherspoon trying to get something going. That puck squirts out to the front of Max Guchar. but the player tries to clear, but they don't. They turn it over, but they'll take it right back. It's on the stick of Ben Monson. Monson shoots that one in deep. It'll be collected immediately by Dawson Chirino. Dawson Chirino dumps it in deep. He'll give chase into the far corner. Makes a man miss. Collected behind by Ian Carpenter. And that pass goes off the stick of the captain, Andrew Poulias, and out of play for a stoppage. We'll come back to center ice.
That was a nasty juke by Ian Carpenter there. I couldn't tell who was in there for the pointers. Might have been Fletcher Anderson, not sure. But that was
in
a
the
nice
corner,
move.
you mean?
Yeah.
The corner. It was Dawson Chirino. I mean, absolutely put on the brakes and made Chirino miss wide. I got to agree. It was a pretty good fake.
And that's no discredit to Dawson Chirino. He is one of the MVPs of this pointers roster.
Absolutely. One heck of a player. As there's a late hit put on Dawson Chirino, like we just said, we're talking about. That almost was a penalty right there by the captain, Andrew Poulias. I mean, no team shy of getting in there for contact right now as that puck is collected by Evan Junker. He's closed off in the corner. Big hit there, but Point will still try to clear on the stick of Anderson. Over the blue line. His shot passed out in front for Humberstone, just wide. Great opportunity there, but just off the stick of Humberstone. Wasn't able to collect it. Sean Bunting in there for Anderson. Back to Bunting, behind Max Guchar. Trying to wrap around attempt. That one goes just wide. If they skate, they'll have a 2-on-3. This Blue Golds line is tired, so they'll dump it in deep for a change. Collected behind the net by the Pointers. That's the captain, Andrew Poulias. Deciding what he wants to do with it. Tries to take it up, has his pocket pick, shot wide. That was a dangerous opportunity there. I'm surprised Andrew Poulias let that one go out. That pass got deflected right in front. That was almost a goal for Eau Claire. Just shot it wide, though. That pass intercepted by Nick Aromatario. Has it taken right back in over the stick of Peter Jacobs. Peter Jacobs pass, glove save by Alex Proctor, as there's a little bit of a shove afterwards. And KB Willett, standing room only here at KB Willett, showing their approval for Alex Proctor. And we'll get an immediate timeout. Yeah. This is a good time to mention that this game is brought to you by Pointer Brewery, and the stream is also by Sports Point Stream is sponsored by Pointer Brewery as well.
This Sports Point Stream is now sponsored by Point Brewery. Is the official beverage of Sports Point. Specifically Point Premium Soda. We take a flavor every week, Liam, or every month rather. Give that one a try as we highlight 3 things around campus. This week's flavor was Kitty Cocktail.
Brody Kupski's favorite.
Brody Kupski, you have to mention as well, in the stands.
This is also a great time to mention that the radio broadcast is brought to you by UWSP Stevens Point 90 FM. Thank you to everybody who's listening right now. That'll bring us right to the end of this immediate timeout. 9 minutes, 36 seconds left to go in the opening period. Max Guchar, I mean, it's more of the same as we've seen out of him. He's remaining tall in net, playing like he's 6'11" right now.
Yeah, and Alex Proctor, great save to finish out that period of play before the immediate timeout. They're both going to make big saves here tonight. We expect to see that.
Absolutely. As we're getting ready here to get underway. Face-off won by Blue Golds. Shot right off the face-off goes just wide. Recollected by the Blue Golds. Tyler Love will shoot that one in deep. He's accosted. He'll try to get that one. It'll squirt behind Alex Proctor, and the Pointers will take over. On the stick of Mick Hennigan. He'll pass that one out to German. To Moberg. Moberg not able to corral that one on a stick. As here come the Blue Golds the other way. They have a 2-on-1. Pass over. Shot. Save by Proctor. A wonderful sliding save by Proctor. Keeps the Blue Golds off the board. Wonderful opportunity there for the Blue Golds, but Proctor came up big, sliding over in the crease to keep that puck out of the net. Blue Golds try to get it in deep. Not able to do so. It's on the stick of Evan Junker. Evan Junker wheels that one around as he is finished in the corner, shut off there by Leo Bacallo, as everybody getting hit right now. Moberg turns and shoots. That one goes just wide. A man in front. So here that's a hand pass. That one was just missed, so there won't be a whistle. Shot from no angle, hits the post and goes just wide. Guchar didn't really need to make a save there. That one wasn't going in anyways. Anderson wheels around the net. He's taking off the puck and dragged down to the ice, so there won't be a call on that one. Romatario, cross-check from behind, keeps that one just in the zone. As the Pointers are tired and they'll go for a change. A very physical like 20 minutes of play here in a second, but that will be icing the way of the Blue Golds. And we'll cut a stoppage in play. That was a very physical couple of seconds right there.
You just said it here, Liam. You said about 20 minutes. We're only 12 minutes into this game, but yet it feels like we've been here forever. The tension, you can feel it in the KB Willett Arena right now.
Blue Golds not shy to throw the body, and neither are the Pointers. Both teams are getting very, very physical with each other here. We're in for an amazing game today, Frankie. I don't know about you, but I could not be more excited to watch this one. Dawson Strino, a little bit of an instigation there off the faceoff. I don't know if you saw that. That one's not called. And Dawson Strino again misses his check, goes face first into the boards. That had to have hurt.
These teams are out for blood. Dawson Strino just threw himself into the near corner here.
Out to the point for Romatario. Over to Witherspoon. That pass is intercepted. Kept in by Sherino. Sherino turns and passes. Nobody there. And the Blue Golds will clear on the stick of Sammy Martel. Sammy dumps that one in deep and gives chase. Romatario, we're with him. He'll recollect his own dump in. And the Blue Golds will try to get something going right here, right now, as that one goes right out to the front. A little bit of a snapshot. That one goes just wide to the side of Alex Proctor. That was a little bit of a knuckleball there. I don't know if you saw that one, Frankie. That was very, very weird. On the stick of Romatario. Tries to get it up deep. Andrew Pulias, the captain, has that one go off his stick, and the Blue Golds will dump it in deep and go for a change. Proctor passes it to Romatario. Over to Anderson. Back to Pulias. Pulias over to Bunting. As one of the Blue Golds loses a stick, but they will recollect in over the halfway line, over the blue line. Drops it off. Shot goes just wide to the side of Proctor, but they keep it in the zone. Over to Martel. Back across. Slap shot. Hits a man in front. There will be a penalty upcoming. I think that it's going to be on Alex Proctor for interference as he dove out of his net to make that save, but trips up one of the Blue Golds instead.
Yeah, you saw Proctor and Aaron Swanson kind of bump into each other there. Proctor did what he had to do, but obviously draws a call. And then Swanson's going to go into the box.
I thought for sure that was on Proctor. I cannot believe that call. Aaron Swanson's going to go to the box for interference, but I didn't see it.
Any way possible, Liam.
I mean, I'll take it. And I'm sure this Pointer squad is as well. Pointers tonight are 0 for 1 on the power play. We'll get 2 minutes for interference here on Aaron Swanson. 6 minutes, 34 seconds left to go in the opening period. Face off, won by the Pointers. Over to Anderson. With it now, along the wheel line. Passes that one over to Sherino. Sherino shot deflected, goes just wide. McKinnigan will recollect at the point. Passes over to Sherino. Sherino over to Anderson. Anderson not able to collect that one. Anderson, snapshot, defended away by the Blue Golds, and they'll clear the zone. Good defense there. Sherino trying to set up his 11th assist of the season. He's the third. He's third most on the team right now in points, and that's just from assists. He has 10 assists on the season.
He had Tyler Hersberg, number 21 of Eau Claire, on his tiptoes, falling forward. Fancy stick work from Sherino.
Anderson, over the blue line, wheels around. Passes it behind him, nobody there. Eau Claire tries to clear, but he'll hit the netting, and we'll get a stoppage of play. 1 minute, 7 seconds left to go on the power play. I want to come back to that power play, by the way. I did not see interference there on Aaron Swanson. If anything, I saw interference the way of the Pointers.
Liam, I'm going to take the fan perspective here and just say any way possible.
Any way possible. Sean Bunting in there for the Pointers. He'll go up against Peter Jacobs. Face off. Won by Eau Claire. They try to clear that one. It goes off of a stick and right to the front of Max Gutierrez, so he'll cover that one up, and we'll reset. Took 3 seconds off the penalty timer. 1 minute, 4 seconds left to go. Dangerous opportunity there.
Yeah, Eau Claire playing stout defense, though. You can't deny that. More of just the same from last night. It was a very low-scoring game. It remains the same in the first period here tonight.
Face off. Won by the Pointers on the stick of Romatario. Back to Umberstone. Back to Romatario. Swing and a miss as he was looking to tee one up there. And there's a chance out in front. Another chance out in front. Save by Guchar. And the Blue Golds will clear.
Good shot there from Quentin Hill, but a better save from Guchar.
Stretching all the way back to the right post to make that save. Wonderful save from him. That was a beautiful save. And it allowed the Blue Golds to clear. Here come the Pointers the other way. Back in. That one I'm not sure if it was a shot or a pass, but either way it's collected by the Pointers. Behind the net, they try to clear. And it will, as David Hill was not able to corral that one onto his stick, and it'll go the length of the ice. On the stick of Romattario. Blue Golds steal it, but they exit the zone, and they'll just choose to take more time off this clock as they shoot it back down the length of the ice. 10 seconds left to go on this power play for the Pointers. Proctor out of his net. He'll pass that one up. And here come the Pointers the other way with speed. In over the red line, in over the blue line is Cody Moline. Moline passes that one out. Shot save by Guchar. Kamalski had a wonderful opportunity there right in the front of the net, but Guchar stood tall and made the save. Proctor out of his net to play that one. And Pointers looking to clear the zone, and they won't. That one comes in deep, but it's deflected out in front, and Point finally clears. Colangelo touches that one to negate the icing. As Point looking to set something up, and they do. That one shot in the full length. Guchar having to make the save. I'm not sure if that one was just a dump in. Either way, it gave them the chance to set up something. Harrison Stewart keeps that puck in the zone. Wheels it behind Guchar. Blue Golds, 3-on-3 the other way. Passes it over, shot, save by Proctor. I think they got a piece of that one and it goes wide. Sam I looking to clear. He'll wheel around in his own zone. 3.5 minutes left to go in the first period. Sam I in over the red line. In over the blue line, looking to pass it, tries to get taken out. That man hits the deck, tries to pass it right out from the net, but he still stays with it. Everybody trying to take him down, but he stays tall and on his feet. The big man, not easy to take down. Eau Claire clears the zone, and they'll shoot at the length of the ice, no icing. Fought for behind the net, passes over to Bunting. Bunting tries to clear, kept in by the Blue Golds. Peter Jacobs behind the net, he'll collect it. Pinned along the far corner. And Point will regain control. They'll try to clear. That pass almost intercepted. That's not going to be offsides. One of the Pointers hits the deck. Another pass from behind, defended away by Eau Claire. There is a penalty upcoming, and it will be on the captain, Andrew Poulias. Let's see what for slashing. 2 minutes for slashing, and so for the first time tonight, Eau Claire going to go on the power play.
Yeah, it's going to be a big opportunity for Eau Claire. Stevens Point really going to have to hunker down here on the power play. But I want to talk about Sam Ide for a moment. Stands 6'7" with skates, but has incredible movement for a man that size. And we saw it going down here into the Eau Claire zone. Just trucked right through a man on that Eau Claire team. Kept possession and kept that play alive. The Pointers have something there with Sam Ide.
Seemed like every single man on the ice was trying to take him out, but he stayed on his feet and never hit the ground once. Face-off, won by Eau Claire. They'll look to get set up. Wheels around at the blue line, passes it around to Quinn Green. Quinn Green on his stick, passes it up, tries to get something in front, defended away by the Pointers, not able to clear. Quinn Green with it now. That one almost exits the zone, but they keep it in. Slap shot from the point, hits the man in front. And Point looking to clear, and does. They clear the zone, but they aren't able to get a change. Big hit by Hummerstone. Big hit by Hummerstone. Oh, my goodness. Sam Ide, I think, is in there right now. Sorry, that was Evan Junker, the other big man. It's a chance out in front, hitting the deck of the Pointers, and they take away the scoring opportunity. Chance out in front. Brett Hummerstone with a poke check, negates that scoring opportunity. A little bit out, between the legs, backhand shot goes way wide and hits the far corner. Point finally manages to clear. That was a full minute of this power play, but the Blue Golds come up empty. 54 seconds left on the power play, 1.5 minutes left in the period. Here come the Blue Golds the other way. That pass goes in deep. Jack Johnson with it now. Passes it around. Over to Sammy Martell. Martell wheels around. Drops it back for Willie Stauber. Stauber with it now. Passes it over for Colin Steen. Back to Stauber. Back to Martell. Martell, shoot. That one hits his own man in front and is deflected wide. If he let that one go, he would have had a shot on goal. 1 minute left in the first period. 15 seconds left on this power play. Offsides. As right as that whistle happened, Sammy Martell got buried into the Pointer bench. That's going to draw a reaction.
Liam, these players are taking every opportunity to hit each other there. And Sammy Martell took the force on that one right in front of the Pointers bench. That's the last place you want to be if you're an Eau Claire player right now.
David Hill finishing his check. The whistle blew about a half a second later. Sammy Martell was just buried. That was a big, big hit. There's about 13 seconds left to go on the power play for Eau Claire. 52 seconds left in the period. Eau Claire wins the faceoff. On the stick of Blake Kriska. Over to Tyler Love. Back to Kriska. Kriska loses blows a tire, and he'll lose the puck. Sam Ide gives chase. Makes a man miss. Tries to clear the zone, and they do. Power play is over. Offsides. As here come the Pointers. 24 seconds left to go in the period. McKinnigan makes a man miss. In over the blue line. Makes another man miss. In alone. Chance out in front. Where's the puck? And Max Guchar puts a glove on it for a stoppage in play. Mick Hennigan.
Wow.
Some fancy moves there.
Nick Hennigan threw Austin Becker out of his skates on that one, Liam, and nearly took it the distance and put that one in the net.
That was wild. .14 seconds left to go in the period. Puck still hasn't dropped. Face off, won by the Blue Golds. On the stick of Willie Stauber. Willie Stauber hits the stanchion. There is a whistle for something. Oh, what is that? Leo Bacallo? No, that's Peter Jacobs' face shield fell off from something apparent or other. So I think something happened off the face-off. Nobody noticed.
Yeah, he was complaining about something. He'll come off for a moment to get that figured out.
Doesn't come off by itself. Something had to have happened. And Dawson Chirino's out there on the ice. That's all I'm going to say.
Great player, Leo. Great player.
Face-off officially won by the Pointers. It was in the skates of the linesman. They'll come out to the point for Sam Ide. Sam Ide's shot hits a man in front, hit his own man in front, as that's going to take us to the end of the period. Scoreless. Nobody has scored. This has been a very good period of play, and if this is what the rest of the game is going to be like, we are in for a classic.
We are, Liam. You're seeing world-class defense on both sides, Eau Claire and the Pointers, not giving up anything, whether it's the goaltender play from Proctor or Guchar, or just the back line of both these teams. They're playing solid tonight.
Absolutely. Well, from what I've seen from this first period, this Pointer squad wants this win, but I think Eau Claire wants it even more. Eau Claire is playing with the force of, like you said, pit bull mentality right now. They're finishing every single one of their checks.
Eau Claire has lost to the Pointers twice this season. Obviously, last night in the game, like we mentioned, 5-3 here at KB Willett Arena earlier this season. They're out, and they're going to play their hearts out to try to get a win over this Pointers team in the conference.
And at KB Willett. And this
and at KB Willett
Arena. Like we were talking about, I mean, this environment is so toxic for opposing teams to come in and play. And
Gotta love it, Liam.
There's a reason why the Pointer squad has, I think, maybe 4 total losses in the last 3 years here at KB Willett. It is an incredibly hard environment to come in and play hockey. That's going to do it for this first period. We'll be back after some music, and after about 15 or so minutes, we'll see you then for the second period. Back to KB Willett Arena for this top 10 matchup between the UW Eau Claire Blue Golds and your Stevens Point Pointers. Number 9, by the way, I think they should go up in the rankings soon. I do.
They should.
I think so.
They should. Both these teams coming in 8-3. Eau Claire's 8-3-1, so they have an extra tie. But Liam, we're talking about how competitive this game was in the first period. To add more insult to injury on that competition, both at 8-3, they both want this win badly.
Yes. Very, very badly. And it's very apparent so far from the way that they've been playing. Both teams being very, very physical. I mean, you've seen that neither team's shy from throwing their checks. They're not shy from finishing that. And we just saw that when Simon Martell got thrown into the Pointers bench after the whistle. I'm surprised they didn't get called for that one. I'm not going to lie to you.
You talked about it. Our referees tonight might be a little old school and not call a whole lot.
Max Kuchar, 9 saves, still scoreless. Alex Proctor only had to make 4 saves, but I mean they've really been inside the zone. So I would argue he's had to do a little bit more than Max Kuchar has. Face-off, won by the Blue Golds. Dumped it deep. Proctor out of his net to play that one. A little bit of a mix-up. He scrambles back to his net just in time. Plucked behind the net by Leo Bacallo. Bacallo out to the point. Shot from the point, hits a man in front. One of the pointers goes down. That one hurt, and he's hurt. That's Evan Junker. It's another shot, almost hit him right in the face mask as he finally stands to his feet, but he is going to limp on his way off the ice. That shot really, really hurt him as he gets to the bench. 2-on-1 for the Blue Golds the other way. Looking to pass. Shot saved by Proctor. Blue Golds had an incidental 2-on-3 the other way. Evan Junker hustled off the ice, but it wasn't fast enough as he kind of let up that on-man rush. But, I mean, you saw it. He blocked a shot right there in front. I'm pretty sure that hit him in his ankle area. There's not a lot of padding down there.
Certainly hope to see Evan Junker okay. I mean, he's one of the more vocal ones on this team. Had that first stop and then almost took one to the grill right after that.
Face-off, won by the Pointers. Pass to David Hill. Makes a man miss, and he'll clear the zone. That one goes too high, hits the roof of KB Willett.
Liam, you could have caught that one.
I could have caught that one. That was right by us. It hits the roof of KB Willett. Look at the stoppage to play. Usually it hits the air conditioning, so I was kind of surprised that it hit that. Face off. Won by Eau Claire. Kept in front. Quick shot. Hits the man in front. Alex Proctor had no idea where that one was. It goes wide. Collected by the Blue Golds in the corner. Colangelo trying to clear and does. Blue Golds keep it over the halfway line. Nobody's really got control of it right now. Moberg in by himself. Stripped of the puck, and the Blue Golds will start their way up the ice. Interference could have been called there on a Romatario, but nobody did. And that puck goes to the length of the ice. Icing is going to be waved off. This Blue Golds bench not happy about that one, but play will continue. That puck tried to get dumped in deep. It'll hit one of the goaltenders right in front as Alex Proctor's run over by his own teammate, Harrison Stewart. That was a very interesting 2 minutes of play right there as puck went both lengths of the ice. Proctor gets run over by his own teammate.
We got to start talking about how many times we're going to say that tonight. And interesting, at 2 minutes of play is putting it nicely. I got yelling coming from both ears from all over right now.
Well, like I
Referees
said,
yelling at each other. Benches aren't happy, and even more action happening on the ice.
I think we're in for an instant classic. Dawson Strino blown up the line. He loses a stick. It's laying there on the ice as Stewart lays the body. Strino collects his glove as Blue Golds look to dump it in deep and go for a change. Collected behind the net by Anderson. Over to Strino. Strino makes a man miss. Over to Anderson. Anderson loses control of the puck, and the Blue Golds will clear. Sam Ide regains control and dumps that one in deep. There will be no icing. Collected behind the net. Blue Golds looking to start something. Intercepted by Hennigan, but there's nobody in over the line, and so he'll have to dump it in and go for a change. Blue Golds with it now in their own zone. Over the halfway line. Looking to get something going now. He's pinned along the far corner and loses control of it. Humberstone in there, a little bit of a hit. Everybody pinning it. Bench asking for a change as this puck's still pinned along the far corner. Finally, it comes free. Chance out in front, save by Alex Proctor. That shot was from Austin Becker That was a good opportunity for him, but we'll get a stoppage.
Proctor having way more action this period than the first. Had about 4 saves in the first period, coming up close to doubling that now so far with just 3 minutes into this period.
I mean, I think it's just because we're over the top of the blue gold bench, but they are really giving it to this officiating crew right now. But like we theorized, they're kind of letting a whole lot go. Face-off, won by the blue golds, kept in. Tyler Love into the near corner, over to Quinn Green. Quinn Green plastered along the line. One of the blue golds hits the ice. There won't be a call as that one exits the zone. Witherspoon tries to clear it, unable to, and the blue golds will take over. Icing is going to be the call. And I'll tell you, head coach Matt Lowen for the blue golds is not happy.
We can hear from up here, Liam. He's shouting, he's yelling. You know, he's confronting his referees just about on every call. And
a lot of them have been questionable.
I'll give you that for sure.
Mostly, I think he's just kind of frustrated with the icing calls right now. Point wins over to Romattario. His shot deflected in front. Dawson Schirino hits the ice. There won't be a call there. KB Faithful asking for one. They won't get it. Blue golds into the line. Snapshot from the half circle. And that's saved by Proctor.
Proctor took that one in the chest.
You could hear that one as it bumped, and he's going to check his equipment.
Here for a moment.
He's going to check his mask, make sure it's not broken, and we'll get a stoppage. I mean, you could hear that one as it hit his padding and all of that. That was kind of a little bit of a dangerous shot, but good opportunity there for the Blue Golds. His pointer defense is just kind of letting them walk in over the blue line, you know, and they're not really throwing up that defense that we have seen from them all season. Face-off, won by the Blue Golds. It'll exit the zone. Tyler German looking to start a run, not able to do so. Blue Golds try to clear. It'll hit one of the referees and stay in. Pointer squad playing very aggressive now. That pass almost intercepted and is by the Pointer squad. Nick Gonarowski keeps it in the zone. That one will pop up over to Hill. Hill passes that one into the far corner. Collected by the Blue Golds. They'll look to get something going up the ice. Sean Bunting with it now. Costed by 2 Blue Golds. Pointers trying to get a change. Just pinned along the far boards. Finally goes over the halfway line, but they're not able to change. As the Blue Golds start their attack right away. Wheels behind his own net. Here come the Blue Golds the other way. A little bit of a slash there, not called. And that one is intercepted by Colangelo. Colangelo over to Gonarowski. Gonarowski looking to clear. He'll get hooked. There won't be a call. Yes, there will. And that's going to be a penalty. That was a hooking call. Textbook hooking call. Not really something you can argue about that one. He got the stick right up in there and turned him around. Good call from this referee crew.
Fantastic draw that one. Charlie Erickson, the freshman from Eau Claire, goes into the box for 2 minutes.
That's going to be Charlie Erickson for 2 minutes. As Pointer squad goes on their 3rd power play of the night. They're 0 for 2 this far. We've gotten a couple shots off on goal, but you know, so far I've kind of not liked what I've seen.
Quiet period from the Pointers and a huge opportunity on the power play here. Not able to do much with the first 2 power plays in the first period. They hope to change that here right now.
Absolutely. Shot from the point by McKinnigan. That's deflected up and a little bit of a knuckleball, but Max Guchar gets the glove on it for a stoppage and play. It'll take about 6 seconds off the clock.
Plenty of time to work with yet on the power play. Face-off coming up. Poulius will be in there.
Poulius in for the Pointers. He'll go up against Peter Jacobs. Face-off, won by the Pointers. Out to the point. McKinnigan with it now. Over to Humberstone. Sorry, Anderson. Anderson over to the point. Wheels around. Over to Schirino. Schirino back to Anderson. Back to Hennigan. Hennigan makes a man miss. Trying to wheel around. Does not able to. Passes it across Anderson. Shot! That one's deflected just wide. Nobody home. As that one is deflected out of play. Very, very near. Very nearly hit all of us up here in the press box.
Okay?
I mean, that one bounced just a couple feet away from the from Tim Boer. Oh my goodness!
I saw somebody flinch before I knew the puck was coming right at us, Liam.
Looking to clear it off the glass, it goes the way of the Pointer bench, and it hit right here,
right
basically,
under us,
right underneath us. I mean, That could have taken out everybody on the press box. Face off, won by the Pointers. Over to Hennigan. Hennigan, shot from the point. That one goes just wide. The captain, Andrew Pulias, passes it to Shrino. Shrino turns and fires, hits a man, and goes around the boards. Over to Anderson. Anderson loses control of the puck, and it will be cleared. 1 minute, 9 seconds left to go in this power play. Long stretch pass from Proctor. Collected by Stewart. Stewart out in front. He is leveled. Oh, and that catch goes nowhere. He was leveled right out in front. I'm surprised he was able to stand after that one. Connor Witherspoon was destroyed after a chance. Shot from the point by the captain. Save by Guchar. I mean, first off, wonderful pass from Alex Proctor.
Yes.
Recognizing that he had an opportunity over there on the blue line. Connected with Fletcher Anderson, who passed it back to Witherspoon. Witherspoon in all alone right in front of Guchar. Absolutely destroyed before he could get a shot off. I mean, good defense, good passing. What can you ask for more in a hockey
certainly
game?
a surgical pass from Alex Proctor, taking huge opportunity as Eau Claire is looking for a change.
Face off, won by Eau Claire. Behind the boards right now. Everybody's hitting the ice. Eau Claire asking for a penalty. They will not get it as that one finally comes free. Collected by the Pointers. Up the ice, turns and fires. That one goes just wide. Collected by Hummerstone. Hummerstone passes that one up. Back to Hummerstone. Hummerstone, no angle shot. Save from Guchar. Had a follow-up chance, but that one will squirt out of the zone as the Pointers will have to reset. 10 seconds left to go on this power play. Here comes Hummerstone in on himself. Shot save by Guchar. Another great save from Guchar. Sean Bunting had a chance there as this power play comes to an end. Tyler German with it now. He blows a tire and clears the zone. Full strength are the Blue Golds and the Pointers. And over the line are the Blue Golds. Trying to set something up. Gonrowski not letting them have anything. Wheels around now. Blue Golds at the point on the stick of Ian Carpenter. Ian Carpenter's shot is blocked by Romatario. Wheels around to the point. Around the half circle. Tries to get a shot. Poke check from Romatario, who's then stood up by a little bit of a cross check to the face. As one of the Pointers is without a stick. Over to Eau Claire. Shot saved by Alex Proctor. As that kind of went back and forth there in the span of about 2 seconds. Well, Pointers had a very good opportunity. They weren't able to capitalize, and it goes the way of the Blue Golds, but they aren't able to capitalize either. Alex Proctor remaining tall in the net.
Things kind of seem to mellow out to start this period, but again, things are getting chippy. Romatario tried to throw a hit onto an Eau Claire player rather than playing the puck, which was right behind him, which kind of set up this Eau Claire opportunity. And again, more extracurricular shoving right before this face-off occurred.
Quinn Green letting the referees know what he thinks about their calls thus far as the shot from the point's blocked by David Hill. Tries to get a stretch pass over to Colangelo, and that one goes nowhere. Recollected by Kamalski. Kamalski's pass to Moline goes just wide and exits the zone. Collected by Junker. Glad to see he's okay. That one tipped in. Guchar having to get down onto the knees to make the pave. Into the near corner. That one comes free, goes behind Guchar into the far corner. Evan Junker recollects, tries to keep it in the zone. Eau Claire trying to clear and does. Harrison Stewart wheels around his own zone, passes that one out. On the stick of Kamalski. Kamalski's shot is shot in. It hits the glove of Guchar as Kamalski took a little bit of a late hit there and hits the ice. Here comes Eau Claire the other way. McKennigan intercepts that pass. 2-on-2 if they hustle. Anderson has the puck taken off his stick. Into the near corner. Pinned along the far boards. Passes that one up along. Chance out in front for Pulias. He's defended away and the puck exits the zone. It's on the stick of Samide. Samide cross ice pass to McKennigan. McKennigan up to Anderson. Not able to collect that one. The puck comes out of the zone again. Samide the big man. 3-on-1 by himself. He loses control of the puck, but it kicks out to Andrew Pulias. Pointers shoot it in again. Go for a change, as they really haven't let the Blue Golds exit their zone in, I think, about 60 seconds. Nicing is waved off. The Blue Golds beat them to it as Proctor tries to clear. That one's deflected away by the Blue Golds, but here come the Pointers the other way. It'll be a 2-on-2 on the stick of Dawson Sherino. Dawson Sherino out to the captain, Andrew Pulius, on the stick of Mitt Hennigan. Poke checked away, and here come the Blue Golds. They exit their zone. That one's dumped in deep, no icing. Anderson takes a little bit of hit from behind, stays on his feet, and it's on the stick of Gonrowski. Gonrowski tries to clear and does. Icing will be waved off. They'll try to go for a change as the Blue Golds will have a 2-on-2 if they hurry. That pass goes just wide, turned away by Proctor. Puck is shot in over the zone. We could have reached out and touched it if we wanted to. That was a little bit dangerous for us, Frankie.
That's the third of the day, Liam.
Collected by Romatario in his own zone. Pointers go for a change. Romatario around his own net, passes that one up to Gonrowski. Gonrowski, 3-on-3. In comes Gonrowski, wheels to the front of the net. No angle shot, saved by Guchar as that one went just wide. Wonderful chance for Gonrowski there. No one there, and he levels the body. Oh my goodness! Absolutely blown up. Trenton Hyde by Gonrowski. What a big hit there. That's the biggest hit we've seen today.
And right in front of us, Liam, total nonstop action until that save from Guchar.
Max Guchar will just put a glove on that one and get the stoppage of play.
Oh, we got some pushing
and
shoving there.
We have a little bit of extracurricular activity happening after this whistle. We'll get immediate timeout. That was the best hit I've seen this season. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. That is the best hit I have seen thus far.
And Trenton Hyde still able to stand up after taking that one. Was that Gonrowski on that hit?
That was Gonrowski on that one.
Man.
Comes the length of the ice, has a wonderful scoring opportunity, loses the puck, comes back down the length of the ice, blows up Trenton Hyde in the neutral zone, and goes for a change. What an effort by him thus far.
Yeah, truly. And things are not slowing down, Liam.
Absolutely
I know these players
not.
are getting tired in this second period with how physical things have been. And it's going to come down to who wants it more.
Absolutely. A little under 10 minutes left to go here in the second period. Still scoreless, tied at 0-0. Both goaltenders putting on an absolute masterclass in how to be a goaltender tonight. Like I said at the start, I think we're in for an instant classic here tonight.
Certainly. These two teams are playing up to that kind of potential game. And they're just waiting for that one opportunity to really open things up.
Just a reminder, this radio broadcast is brought to you by WWSP Stevens Point 90 FM, your only alternative.
We'll see what happens here on the faceoff, but the Pointers, I think, have only won about 2 or 3 faceoffs tonight. And when they do win it, things are in motion for them.
Well, Frankie, you jinxed it as the Blue Golds win the faceoff and look to clear. Not able to do so, kept in by Brett Hummerstone. Blue Golds look for options. Evan Junker takes the pass away onto the stick of Brett Hummerstone. Brett Hummerstone passes it to Bunting. Bunting loses control of it, and the Blue Golds take over. They'll look to clear and do. On the stick of Junker, wheels around the net of Alex Proctor, puts on the brakes, passes it to Brett Hummerstone. Hummerstone to Bunting. Bunting to German. German in over the blue line. He'll lose control of that puck, and the Blue Golds will recover. Blue Golds in over the halfway line. That one goes to the far corner. This Blue Golds line is tired, and they'll go for a change. Blue Golds, opportunity now. 2-on-3 in the zone. Tries to get that one passed out, and does. Chance out in front. Little bit of nickel ball right over the top of Alex Proctor. Follow-up chance from a no-angle shot saved by Proctor. 2 very dangerous opportunities right there for the Blue Golds, as Proctor really didn't know where that first shot was, and then almost just barely made that second save.
Fantastic play from the goalkeeper.
Pointers try to keep it in the zone, but they don't. The Blue Golds will clear. That one comes all the way out to Alex Proctor. He touched the puck. That should not be icing. It did touch the pad of Alex Proctor. He touched it. That should not be icing. That's a bad call. I'm going to be the first and foremost to say that Alex Proctor got tight to the net, but it touched his pad. They're going to confer about it. This should not be icing.
Conversation is happening right in front of us. Haven't heard the call yet.
They're still talking about it. I think this faceoff is going to come out. I think this faceoff is going to come out to center ice. as that's the best you can do. I'm telling you, Eau Claire, that one was taken from you. I'm not going to lie. That absolutely touched his pad.
They're getting restless, too.
Restless equals bad penalties to take, so we'll see how this affects this Pointer squad. Gonrowski in over the blue line, passes that one out. Back to Gonrowski, pass is deflected away, and the Blue Goats will ring at the length of the boards. Passes around behind his own net, behind Max Guchar. Over to Sammy Martel. Martel has his pocket picked at center ice, but it'll be offsides as the Blue Goats come into the zone. We just heard some choice words from a couple of the Blue Goats players as they come to the bench.
Yeah, Liam, I don't know if you caught it, but after that face-off from center ice, Tyler Herbst's stick got caught in the skate of Peters. He went almost down to the ice, but nonetheless, offsides call. We go back to a face-off.
8 minutes remaining here in the second period. Face-off, won by the Pointers. Harrison Stewart looks to pass that one up. That one, icing is waved off as it's recollected by the Pointers on the stick of Stewart. Stewart over to Gonrowski. Gonrowski wheels behind his own net, puts on the brakes, makes a man miss, and here come the Pointers the other way. He's almost taken down, but he stays on. Gonrowski lifts that one over the heads of everybody. No icing. Gonrowski in there by himself, pins the man deep, and here come the Pointers. Over to Hill, to the point. Hill tries to dump that one in deep for a change. Behind the net, pass out in front, save by Guchar, as one of the Pointers got tangled up there and hit the net. Shot from the point, that one goes just wide. Slap shot into the pads of Guchar. Eau Claire trying to clear and do. Pointers had a couple of dangerous opportunities there as they'll shoot that one in over the blue line, and Alex Proctor will put a pad on it.
Nice save from Proctor again. Him and Guchar seem to be trading back and forth. Highlight-worthy saves here in KB Willett.
Frankie, this is a wild game so far.
I know.
I mean, we're going to be 100% real for a second. This is not my broadcasting voice. This is a wild game to watch. If you're a spectator here at KB Willett, you picked one heck of a night. And like we said, it is standing room only.
It's packed.
This might be the first sold-out game of the season, and I don't blame them. Dawson Chirino in there putting on the body, but the Eau Claire Blue Golds regain control and look to clear. They'll try. He stood up by Brett Hummerstone at the line. Eau Claire wanting a call, not getting it. Hummerstone over to Anderson. That one goes in deep, no icing. Chirino finishing his check again. As that one squirts out. Oh, Chirino almost had a very dangerous hit there coming at him, but he avoided it. As the Blue Golds have an opportunity there in front. The poke check by Sam Ide, and it's on his stick now. In over the blue line, on the stick of the captain, Mandropoulias. He dumps that one in deep for offsides, and we'll get a whistle.
Liam, Chirino's going to do what Chirino's going to do. You almost saw him throw his entire body just about center ice,
that
from the point rather of Eau Claire's zone.
A dangerous hit for both him and whoever he was going to hit. That would have hurt both players tremendously. I'm glad he didn't hit. I'm glad he didn't make contact.
Me too.
Hill in there. Quentin Hill in for the Pointers. They'll go up against Quinn Green. Face off. Won by the Pointers, and they'll shoot that one in deep. German tries to reverse hit. Tries to regain control, but Eau Claire comes away with it. Puts on the brakes, and here they come out of their zone. Long stretch pass, almost had a breakaway opportunity. They're very fortunate that Quinn Green did not settle that one on his stick, as he would have had all the distance between him and Alex Proctor.
That was Eau Claire's best offensive opportunity of the period. Quinn Green, luckily for the Pointers, unable to get control of that puck. We're back to the face-off. Alex
Proctor just put a glove on it to get the stoppage, but, that was dangerous. That was absolutely not something you could afford to let happen. Face-off, won by the Pointers, collected by Tyler German. Tyler German passes that one out to Quentin Hill, and he'll pass that one up to Sean Bunting. Sean Bunting has that one go off his stick. It's just narrowly kept in the zone, but goes wide. On the stick of Quinn Green. Quinn Green loses that, but here comes Eau Claire. Wheeling around over to Green. Shot saved by Proctor as that shot rebounded and hit the referee. Gonrowski around his net. Passes that one to Romatario. Over to Gonrowski. The Pointers looking to start something. He's closed off along the far boards. No call. That one shot in deep. No icing. Collected behind the net by Blake Kriska. Kriska gets that one out, and the Blue Golds will have a 3-on-3 the other way. Pass out in front. That one, lucky got a pad on it. That one went just wide. Brett Hummerstone poke checked that one away as slap shot from the point goes way wide. Evan Junker pinned along the far boards. He'll shoot that one around the boards. Over to Gonrowski. Kamelski to Humberstone. Humberstone makes a man miss on the stick of Evan Junker. Witherspoon to Moline. Moline in over the blue line to Kamelski. Back to Moline. Wheels around, looking for a pass. Passes it to Kamelski. Kamelski tries to go in front. Shot saved by Guchar. Wonderful opportunity there as the puck exits the zone, recollected by Evan Junker.
You're calling Evan Junker's name more now. Happy to see him back on the ice. Was okay after taking that puck to the ankle earlier tonight.
Harrison Stewart in neutral ice. Passes that one over to Hennigan. Hennigan up the ice to Chirino. Chirino makes a man miss. Tries to pass over. Nobody there. It'll be a 3-on-2 the other way. Here comes Eau Claire. Passes it back. Shot. Hits a man in front. Just narrowly goes wide. That one almost trickled into the net. The puck clears the length of the ice. Recollected by Eau Claire. That was a very dangerous moment there. And no icing. Icing will be waved off. Harrison Stewart, the captain, puts on the brakes and passes up to Anderson. Anderson passes it behind him to Chirino. Chirino has that poke checked away, and the Pointers will shoot it in deep and go for a change. Andrew Pouliot, the captain, with it now. Has that one go off his stick. It'll go the length of the ice, off the stick of Jack Johnston, and he'll go for a change. On the stick of Gonrowski. Gonrowski to Colangelo. Colangelo has that one taken off, and they'll go back into the Pointer zone. On the stick of Mick Hennigan. Mick Hennigan puts on the brakes behind his net as everybody goes for a change, deciding what he wants to do. His pass did not, like you said, did not get all of that one. His pass is intercepted. Eau Claire shoots it in wide, collected at the point by Blake Kriska. Kriska shoots that one back around the net onto the stick of Peter Jacobs. Peter Jacobs out in front, try to get a pass there. No shot, no opportunity there. Ooh, dangerous passing, but point manages to clear. Over to Hill. Recollected by the Pointers on the stick of Gonrowski. Over to Mick Hennigan. Over to Hill. Shot saved by Guchar as that one's going to exit all the way down. Collected by Aromatario. Aromatario, long pass. That one will be icing, and we'll get a stoppage of play. 2 minutes, 36 seconds left to go. Wow.
Again, opportunity on top of opportunity for both teams. I don't think we're going to stop talking about Proctor and Guchar tonight. The way they're playing, the defense of both sides, I mean, they're playing like this is a championship game, Liam.
These two goaltenders did not quite meet last year in the WIAC championship game. The now graduated senior Ryan Wagner was in net versus this Eau Claire team, but Guchar did take the ice for them, led them all the way there, but Eau Claire did fall to the Pointers 6-2. Tyler German loses the faceoff over to the Blue Golds. Out at the point for Willie Stauber. Stauber passes that one in deep, hits the outside of the cage. Try to wrap around attempt, multiple bodies hitting the ice, but Eau Claire recovers. Back out to the point, passes that one in deep. Eau Claire trying to get something set up now. One of them hits the ice. As that one had a chance out in front, almost deflected in by Quinn Green. Alex Proctor panicking a little bit, puts the stick on. There will be a penalty call, though. It's going to be on the Pointers. As Sean Bunting heads to the box, Eau Claire's going to get a penalty opportunity, power play opportunity here. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left. Sean Bunting for tripping.
I was going to say I believe that one was tripping. It was clear as day from up here in the booth. But, yeah, Proctor had a lot of work to do there on that opportunity. Big shoes to fill since Wagner has graduated and Matthias is obviously hurt this season.
Face off, one by the Pointers. They're going to choose not to clear, but instead start to rush up the ice. Into the blue line. Shot saved by Guchar. So there will be just a little bit of extra pushing and shoving, but nothing serious. This penalty is basically going to draw us all the way out to the end of the period. About 2 minutes, 6 seconds left to go. That's basically the rest of the period.
Pointers got to stay alive here to finish it out. Try not to go down 0-1.
Eau Claire 0 for 1 tonight on the power play. Haven't had too many opportunities. They'll win the faceoff in their own zone. Looking to clear. trying to get something set up, and here come the Blue Golds. Long stretch pass. Getting back was Evan Chunker. They almost had a breakaway. Alex Proctor out of his net to play that one. He'll turn it over. As one of the Brett Hummerstone hitting the net, as that should have been a chippy call, but was not. Blue Golds set up now at the point of Trenton Hyde. Trenton Hyde over, slap shot blocked by Brett Hummerstone. You know that one had to hurt. And Alex Proctor did not need to make the save. Back to the stick of Trenton Hyde. Trenton Hyde down to Leo Bacallo. Leo Bacallo shot hits his own man in front and goes wide. Back to Trenton Hyde. Trenton Hyde across the ice to Quinn Green. Back to Hyde. Hyde's, I'm not sure if that was a shot or a pass. Either way, it goes wide. Pointers looking to clear. Evan Junker pinned along the far boards. 1 minute left on this power play. Trying to clear and don't. Hyde with it now on his stick. Back to Green. Green over to Bacallo. Back to Hyde. Shot. Save by Proctor. Blocker save, and Point finally clears the puck. 45 seconds left to go in the power play. 1 minute left to go in this period.
Proctor making a couple huge saves there, and Brett Hummerstone as well. Took one for his goaltender. Love to see it from this Pointers defense.
43 seconds left to go in the period. 25 seconds left in the power play. Here comes Point the other way on the stick of Aromatario. Aromatario passes it out. Shot saved by Guchar. Goes straight up and then back down. Did not hit the ceiling, so that it will stay in play. Here comes Eau Claire the other way. In over the red line. Into the Pointer zone. Passes that one deep. Deflected away by Proctor. Pinned right in front of us now. 18 seconds left to go. 2 seconds left in this power play, and that's going to do it. As Sean Bunting comes right out of the box and to defend. 10 seconds left to go as one of the Eau Claire Blue Golds hits the deck. Shot, no angle shot from the point, and that one's going to be deflected by Proctor out of play. We'll get a stoppage with 6.4 seconds to go.
Yeah, if you're Eau Claire with just 6 seconds left to go, you maybe get one shot off on goal. It's going to have to be quick, and they're going to obviously have to win the faceoff. But little to no time to do anything for both teams.
Fastest goal scored in hockey was 5 seconds.
So they're saying there's a chance.
I'm saying there's a chance for both teams.
For both teams, correct.
Isaac Moberg in to take the faceoff. He'll go up against Kyler Grundy. It's that one won by the Pointers. They're just going to pin that one along the boards and wait for the end of the period.
Whoa,
and there was a little bit of extra something at the end. Punches, a couple punches thrown. One of the Blue Golds is on the ice. He took a whack at the stick, and the Pointers responded by giving a forearm shiver as the period comes to an end. And there's still something going here.
My, oh my.
This is getting ugly now, Frank.
Sean Bunting threw an elbow, and that kind of started everything.
And this one's still covering over.
Lee Bacallo, we've talked about him multiple times tonight. Shortest one on the ice. But he's definitely does not have the smallest personality.
There's going to be something here at the end. Oh, as we're just waiting for both benches to clear so that they don't have to interact with each other. A little bit of extracurricular activity right at the end. That's what this crowd's been waiting for. Pointer faithful voicing their approval.
Yeah.
This Pointer squad getting very, very rough here. They're letting Eau Claire know that they can't come into this building and bully them around.
Liam, I'm starting to think that these players are spending more time on the ice, on their backs, more than they are on their own 2 feet. That's how many hits we're seeing, and that's kind of the extracurricular we're seeing a lot in this game.
And obviously, there was penalties handed out.
Right, obviously there was a scrum here at the end of this period, but there were certainly 2 players from each team who were, I would say, in the mix more than others.
Yeah.
We might see some players thrown out, do you think?
I think so. There was definitely a punch thrown by one of this Pointer squad, and there was a little bit of something after that by one of the Eau Claire Blue Golds.
Yeah.
So I'd be surprised if neither team starts the I'd be surprised if neither team starts the next period with nobody in the box. I'd be surprised if nobody's shown the gate after this one.
My guess is going to have to be Sean Bunting. He threw the initial elbow to start everything, put one of the Eau Claire players on the ice. Did not look pretty. Just happy to see everybody get off the ice on their own 2 feet.
They're going to throw a couple penalties up there on the board. It looks like for Eau Claire, it's going to be number 23, Leo Bacallo, for roughing. And then for a point, it's going to be number 2, Mick Hennigan. Also, I think for cross-checking or roughing. Yeah. I'm surprised that's all they gave.
Me
but
too.
You know what? Here's the thing. Like we said, this officiating squad kind of seemed like they were going to be the little bit of the no-nonsense type where they were kind of let things go out and do their course. But what a period. We're still scoreless. I'm beginning to think we're going to see overtime.
Me too, and we'll be coming back 4-on-4 if I'm not mistaken.
Hopefully, every single time in this building, it should be 4-on-4, but it's usually 5-on-5. So we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
We'll see.
But that's
what
going to do it
happens.
for us here in the second period. We'll be back after about 13-ish minutes. We're going to throw it back to the studio for some music. We'll be back right after this. And welcome back to KB World Arena for tonight's top 10 matchup, UW Eau Claire versus UW Stevens Point Pointers. Frankie, I mean, this is a game. This is a game.
Liam, this might be the most technical game of hockey I have ever seen. Up and down the ice, hits flying out of nowhere. We had a crazy ending of the second period that we're probably not going to go over, but if you want to go back and watch it, feel free to do so. It comes down to this, the final period of the night.
And
Maybe.
both teams will start a man down. Theoretically, you would figure if both of them are in the penalty box, but either way, both teams have starting a man down and 2 minutes on the clock. For the Pointers, it'll be Mick Hennigan, 2 minutes for cross-checking, and for Eau Claire, it'll be Leo Bacala, 2 minutes for roughing. And they will start 4-on-4. We'll get some 4-on-4 hockey here. Strategy in the 90s for the Edmonton Oilers was they would intentionally take penalties to shorten up the ice so that they could have more ice for them to be able to work with. It was a legitimate strategy.
How often do you see that now, though?
Never.
Yeah, I was going to say.
As we're on the way here in period number 3. The faceoff is won by the Eau Claire Blue Golds. It's on the stick of Willie Stauber. He passes it back to Colin Steen. Colin Steen over the blue line. Shot, save, right into the chest of Alex Proctor.
Yeah, you could see Colin Stein trying to set the tone of this 4-on-4 period of time that we've got going on in front of us right now. Setting that one right into Proctor's chest. Just getting the shot on goal. Obviously not well placed.
So we're getting ready to go underway here again. Pointers trying to figure out how they're going to go. As that faceoff is won by Eau Claire. Onto the stick of Willie Stauber. Willie Stauber's shot goes just wide. In the near corner now. Comes out to the point. On the stick of Colin Steen. Steen's shot saved by Proctor.
Again, 4-on-4 hockey here. Not so much of the same, Liam.
Well,
numbers may change, but the game is the same. 2
Eau
saves
Claire.
for Proctor already.
Eau Claire is kind of setting the tone here. I mean, they haven't really let Point get anything going here on this 4-on-4. It really is an opportunity. You have more ice to work with, more offense, and they really haven't been able to do anything as that faceoff is won again by Eau Claire. Shot for the point, saved by Proctor. It's sitting right in front of Proctor, right there on the ice, the front of his crease, but he puts a glove on it, and we'll get a stoppage and play. It just kind of sat there.
Yeah,
nobody really knew where the puck was. Everybody trying to get a stick on it.
Scary few seconds there. Evan Junker slow to get up.
Well, he did have that previous injury as he blocked a shot in the first period. Came back in the second. He was doing fine, it looked like. Maybe it might still be a little bit tender for him.
Yeah.
As we are ready to get back underway. Face-off.
Nice
Finally won by the Pointers as they'll come up the ice on the stick of Dawson Chirino. Makes one man miss. Has himself taken off the stick. And it'll go out to Brett Hummerstone. Brett Hummerstone has that one come off the stick. And Eau Claire will start back the other way. Well, that offensive rush was very short-lived for the Pointers as Eau Claire recollects, and they'll start up the ice. On the stick of Tyler Love. Tyler Love in over the blue line. Evan Junker in, takes him off the stick, blows a tire, falls down to the ice. Evan Junker in the corner, pinned along the far board, passes that one up, and it'll come out to the captain, to Dawson Chirino. Dawson Chirino puts on the brakes, over to Gonrowski. Gonrowski back to I, tries to settle it, comes out in front for Guchar. That one goes wide as Gonrowski was not able to get a shot off. That was a golden opportunity there, and they were not able to capitalize. On the stick now, Eau Claire, shot. That one hits a man in front and is blocked. Comes back out of the point. Shot saved by Alex Proctor. Wheels behind the net, into the far corner now. Eau Claire setting up the puck. Poke checked. That one is kept in the zone. Wheels behind the net onto the stick of Aaron Swanson. Swanson loses control. 10 seconds left on the 4-on-4 opportunity. Here come the Pointers the other way. And over the blue line. Makes a man miss. No angle shot. Glove save by Guchar. And we'll get a stoppage of play. That was a pretty good glove save right there.
Yeah, Guchar's having that kind of night, and that's just not going to fly with him. That was kind of a statement save. We're just about done with 4-on-4.
2 seconds left to go. 18 minutes left in the period. In the third and final period. Hopefully final. As both players come out of the box, it's back to 5-on-5. That pass deflected by Quentin Hill, but kept in. Quentin Hill intercepts it, and the Pointers will look to start up the ice. Over to Tyler German, stood up at the neutral zone, and he'll lose control of it as that one goes in deep. German fighting for the puck, over to Aromatario. Aromatario with it now along the near board. Kept in by Hill. It'll go behind the net to Sean Bunting. Sean Bunting puts it on. Out in front for Hill. He's not able to get a stick on that one. That was another good opportunity there, but no shot. And the Blue Golds go the other way. Evan Junker tries to clear the zone. Made like he was chopping lumber, misses the puck, and the pass is intercepted. Moberg gives chase. It'll go behind Guchar. Moberg pins his man. Takes away the puck. Still fighting for it in the near corner. Hill comes away with it, still pinned, still fighting for it, finally gets it, passes it out to Humberstone. Humberstone over to Junker. Junker, no angle shot, that one's deflected in front, bounces off the boards right to Guchar's waiting glove.
A lot of fast-paced. I'm going to say this how many times tonight, Liam. A lot of fast-paced hockey in front of us.
In such a short amount of time.
It's not just like the normal game we're watching. This means something to these players, and that is beyond evident tonight.
Every conference matchup so important for the standings. And this game, the last one before winter break, on the stick of Humberstone. His shot hits the man in front. One of the Pointers is dumped. I think that's the captain, Andrew Poulias, right in front of the net. Guchar almost got ran over by his own man. And Humberstone collects it at the point. Over to Sherino. Sherino out to Anderson. Shot! Goal! Fletcher Anderson finally breaks the deadlock. 4 minutes in as Guchar is beaten 1-0 Pointers.
My, oh my, Fletcher Anderson gets his 5th goal of the season. If I'm not mistaken, none other than Dawson Sherino passed that one to Anderson. Am I not, is that correct?
Yes.
That's Sherino's 11th assist of the year. He is a marksman for this Pointers team. Anywhere he wants to put that puck, he's going to put that one right on you, and Anderson does the rest.
Dawson Sherino wheeling around, threw that puck right into the slot. Fletcher Anderson picked his mark and didn't miss as Max Guchar is finally beaten here in the third period, 1-0 Pointers. That pass over to Kamelski. Kamelski dumps it in, and the Pointers will give chase. Connor Witherspoon in there now. Finishes his check behind the net. Over to Kamelski. As O'Clair tries to rush up the ice. Willie Stauber dumps that one in deep to Peter Jacobs. That one will go the length of the ice. Propped out of his net to play it. That one will clear the zone. Over to Blake Kriska. Kriska back in for Alex Proctor. Sam Ide will put on the brakes and wait behind the net. Sam Ide deciding what he wants to do. Exits the net. Long pass up the S to Moline. That one is deflected and taken away by O'Clair. Back to Sam Ide looking to clear. That one will exit the zone. And everybody pinned to luck there near the far boards. Over to Kamelski. Kamelski will dump that one in deep, asking for an icing. They will not get it. As Moline kind of came in there deep, as there's another big hit, and the Pointers take it away. Another opportunity there. That one saved by Guchar. There is another opportunity there right in front of the ice, as they were not able to capitalize. I think that was Sean Bunting had a golden opportunity there, just missed it. It's a long shot from the point by Bunting, covered up by Max Guchar, and we'll get a stoppage of play. 15 minutes and 14 seconds left to go.
They almost had another goal there, Liam, to follow up the first. Guchar able to recover, but this Pointers team is alive. Not only is this Pointers team alive, this crowd is alive.
Like we said, we figured that the roof would come off KB Willett whenever the Pointers scored, and it did. Is all we're guessing 1,700-ish fans here tonight. Really like to see that go. That's going to be a hand pass and will be called. Good catch there by the linesman. So we'll get another stoppage of play. Dawson Sherino to Fletcher Anderson, they play on the same line. I mean, I can see why. I mean, those two have connected so many times this season. It's just amazing.
We've mentioned this the last game of the year, but bring on 2024. I'd love to see more of that connection.
Face-off, won by the Blue Golds. They'll look to clear the zone and do. Romatario takes it away, over to Hill. Hill in over the blue line, dumps that one in. Blue Golds looking to start a rush. Here they come up the ice on the stick of Samuel Martel. Martel closed off. There was an opportunity in front, almost a hooking call, but he didn't have both sticks on it, so that will not be a hooking call. Good catch there by the referee. Taken away by Gonrowski. Gonrowski with speed, dumps it off. Will not be icing, waved off. Moberg gives chase. That one will exit the zone. On the stick of Evan Junker. Junker passes it over to Humberstone. Humberstone in his own zone. Exits. Halfway mark. There will be a call for something. There will be a penalty on something. I'm not sure what the call is on. Isaac Moberg not happy with that one. As I'm not really sure what that was on, but there will be a penalty upcoming on point as Isaac Moberg heads to the box for 2 minutes. I've kind of got to wait and see what it's for. I didn't really see anything. It might have been interference is the only thing I can think of.
I did not catch it either, but this Pointers team is going to need KB Willett more than ever. Eau Claire has a chance to get back in this one.
This is a very crucial power play opportunity for the Eau Claire Blue Golds. 14 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the third period as we are underway. Face-off, won by the Pointers. It will be 2 minutes for interference, but I'm not sure that I agree with that. I didn't really see anything that would consider it. This play is still underway here. Referee almost blew a tire. Eau Claire in their own zone, behind his net. On the stick of Trenton Hyde. Trenton Hyde, long stretch pass up the ice to Leo Bacallo. Leo Bacallo taken off the stick by Humberstone. That one squirts out to the middle of the ice. Opportunity here for the Blue Golds. They don't capitalize. Back to the stick of Leo Bacallo. Over to Hyde. Hyde. Back to Bacallo. Up the ice, behind the net. Wheeling around the halfway circle, looking for something to do. Over to Quinn Green. Quinn Green. Back to the underside of the net. Cross check there. Point looking to clear and doesn't. It's kept in. Shot there in the front. Deflected away by the Pointers. Another shot. That one goes just wide. Block shot there. Point trying to clear. Not able to. Long shot from the point. Hits another man in the front. This Pointers team not letting anything get through to Alex Proctor. Proctor out of his net to try to clear and doesn't. Over to Green. Slap shot. Went wide. Proctor didn't need to make the save. Still kept in by Eau Claire. Back to Green. Green makes a man miss. Wheels back around to the point. Back at the point. Back over to Hyde. Hyde. Shot. Save. Another block shot by Brett Humberstone as the Pointers trying to clear and are still not able to. No angle shot. Save by Proctor. That one goes just wide. This Pointer team taken down is one of the Pointers. No call coming on that one. Another opportunity as that pass goes just wide, and the Pointers team will finally clear. 10 seconds left to go on the power play. KB Willett showing their appreciation.
Certainly they know that this power play is just about to end. The Pointers survived.
As this power play ends, as the Pointers basically not a shot on goal. Every shot hit somebody in the front of the net. This Pointer squad looking to clear. Loses it in front of the net. Recollects on the stick of Romatario. Romatario tries to clear that one. That one will hit the air conditioning unit and will get a stoppage of play. 12 minutes to go in the third period.
Yeah, we were talking, Liam. You just mentioned how loud KB Willett Arena got. Happy, obviously, they were able to clear the puck out of their zone, but at the same time, there was just 10 seconds left on that power play. So at the same time, they knew they made it through. They'll be back at full strength. We're back to 5-on-5. This Pointers team on top.
That was the best penalty kill I've seen thus far this year from this Pointer squad. Everybody played their role effectively. Collected by the Pointers. Behind the net is Stewart. Stewart loses control. Dumped in deep. Pointers trying to clear. Not able to. As Anderson now comes in over the blue line. Anderson, the only goal scorer in this game. Dawson Chirino out to the point. As McKinnigan assumed there was going to be someone there at the point, but that pass goes wide, and the Pointers will have to reset. Eau Claire goes for a change. Here comes Point over the line, over to Witherspoon. Witherspoon loses control of it as Eau Claire recollects. Leo Bacallo in over the blue line, poke checked away as Witherspoon clears the zone. Over to Chirino. Chirino destroyed at the blue line. He's holding his knee. He's down and injured. as he'll hobble his way back to the bench. That one was a very dangerous hit. He was absolutely destroyed at the blue line. Alex Proctor gets a glove on it. Dawson Chirino heading immediately to the bench. He was blown up at the blue line right there, immediately clutching his knee, able to stand back up under his own power and try to get down for the defense.
Yeah.
We got a stoppage of play.
That was number 8, Blake Kriska from Eau Claire, who threw that hit on Chirino, who I believe has come off the ice, got up, able to finish out that play, but Kriska came off hobbled.
You feel
I think
for him.
he's on the bench right now.
We hope that he's not hurt. See Dawson Chirino, one of the most effective offensive power units for this Pointer squad. 11 assists now on the season as this Pointer team will clear the puck the length of the ice. Icing will be waved off. And here come the Pointers the other way. Eau Claire in over the blue line. Effective passing. Wheels over the half circle, tries to pass out in front, hits a man there. They had a wide open net if they managed to connect on that pass. It's fortunate they didn't, but Eau Claire will start to rush up the other way. Goes behind the net for Proctor. Collected by Humberstone. This Eau Claire team obviously frustrated as they come to the bench. Here come the Pointers the other way. Sean Bunting has himself taken off that stick as that puck kind of went right up into his face mask. He's kind of holding his chest there. He seems to be okay.
Whoa!
We said it happened 3 times before. That one almost got to us again, Frankie. That's number 4.
That is number 4, the 4th puck. That is, this one, I think Liam was the closest one of the bunch.
Almost hit our cameraman, Ashton Parker.
Yeah, Keaton Wall on the stream as well was in range. I think everybody's all right.
I think some lucky kid out there has a puck now.
Has a puck now to take home. There's a memory maker.
Opportunity here for Quentin Hill. Quentin Hill with it along the near corner. Everybody getting piled up, and Eau Claire comes away with it. Leo Piccolo over the blue line. That one comes all the way out for Proctor. Proctor tried to come out to play it. That one, oh my goodness. Proctor just barely got back into his net to make that stop as he came all the way out of his net to play it. Got back into his net as that one bounced out, took a bad bounce off the boards, and he managed just to get a stoppage of play. That was a very dangerous opportunity for Eau Claire.
Put some respect on Alex Proctor's name. This Pointers team was hobbled at the goaltender position, and Proctor has cemented himself as the starter this season with Matthias out for the year. Man, oh man, what a player.
What a play. Is this going to be an immediate timeout? Well, I'm going to take this opportunity again just to remind you all that this radio broadcast is brought to you by WWSP Stevens Point 90 FM, and this stream is brought to you by our own very lovely Sports Point. Frankie, this game is very physical, been very physical so far. Obviously, we saw Dawson Chirino get destroyed at the blue line. We saw Nick Onrowski throw a very heavy hit earlier in the game. Do you think that's going to let up as we get wind down now?
Absolutely not. There's going to be more hits coming, Liam. I can guarantee you that. This Eau Claire team is down 0-1 now, and we can hear it as we're right above their bench. They're getting increasingly more frustrated. But if they're going to want to get back in this game, they have to keep that frustration in check, stay focused, and try to find the equalizer. If you're the Pointers, just keep hanging on. Keep doing what you've been doing all game. This defense has been second to none. And you're at KP Willett Arena, so you have the clutch advantage anyway.
Absolutely. I think if I'm head coach Matt Lowen for the Blue Golds, I'm saying the exact same thing. Point in over the blue line. Dumps that one in. Anderson will give chase. Icing waved off. Eau Claire's asked for an icing basically on every dump in thus far this game. They have not gotten it every single time. Anderson passes it over to Chirino. Chirino back out there on the ice. Whatever he had was not too bad. Chirino throws a little bit of a hip check, takes Leo Piccolo off that after his turnover. Pinned along the far board. Anderson over to Colangelo. Colangelo gives the puck away. Over to I. There'll be a penalty upcoming. It's going to be 2 minutes for slashing. And I think the assistant captain, Mick Hennigan, is heading to the box. 2 minutes for slashing as this Eau Claire squad once again goes on to the power play. This is another crucial opportunity for Eau Claire. They need to score now. If they don't, I think they're going to count themselves out of this game. 9 minutes remaining here in the third period. Basically buzzed. They're 0 for 3, 0 for 2 tonight on the power play.
Yeah,
Let's see how they do.
Both teams struggling on the power play, but you never know what can happen.
On the stick of Willie Stauber. Shot from the point, that one goes wide. Wraparound attempt fails, and Eau Claire redirects. On the stick of Kyle Lexiak, over to Stauber. Back to Lexiak. Shot from the point, blocked by Brett Hummerstone. As point wanted to clear and just barely does. Nobody could really get the stick on it, but it manages to leave the zone. On the stick of Sammy Martell. Over to Alexiak. Alexiak back to Stauber. Stauber at the point. Slap shot. That one hits a man in front, and he goes down in a hurt, as that one hurt him badly. That was a huge slap shot from Willie Stauber as Brett Hummerstone makes his way to the bench.
Took that one in the ribs. He's blocked 3 or 4 tonight on defense. That one is going to hurt in the morning.
On the stick of Kyler Grundy. Grundy passes it across to Bacalo. Bacalo passes it back for Quinn Green. Quinn Green at the point. Back to Grundy. Back to Green. Across to Grundy. Around the half circle right now. Back to the point. Back to Green. Green looking what to do. Pass out in front. Opportunity there. Goes just wide as Eau Claire fails to capitalize. Back to Green at the point. Back across to Hyde. Hyde down behind the net to Connor Schmizel. As Bacalo tries to get a stick on it, but point will clear. As here comes Hill. All the way out of the net was Guchar, and he clears the zone. Hill almost had a breakaway. It would have been him versus Guchar, but Guchar plays the puck away. Green in by himself, tries to get to the slot. Tyler German says no, and the puck isn't quite cleared, but it's at the blue line. 3 seconds left to go on the power play. As Hennigan exits the box and comes in to play defense. Pinned along the near boards, exits, and is collected by the big man, Sam Ide, in his own zone. Not able to get a stick on it as they'll clear. That one will be icing as they touched it just before the red line. Head coach Tyler Krieger not happy about that call. I'm not sure either, but either way it's going to be a stoppage, and we're going to come all the way down to the left side of Alex Proctor.
Yeah, not happy with that one either. Kind of killed all the momentum that the Pointers had going there. But, you know, you got to take what you can get. They got through that power play, made their stand. They could be in worse opposition.
Just under 7 minutes left to go here in the third period as Eau Claire wins that face-off. And they'll swing it around behind Proctor. Collected by Sean Bunting. Tries to clear, is not able to. It's kept in by the Blue Golds. Collected by Ide. He'll shoot that one around for German. German hit from behind, over to Bunting, and it's still kept in. The Blue Golds not able to keep it in and get a defense going. So that shot from the point hits, I think, Proctor in front. He didn't know where that one was, but they are not able to clear as Eau Claire still keeps it in the zone. What an offense from this Eau Claire team right now, as they are not allowing themselves to be shot out of the zone. Slap shot from the point, a little bit of a knuckleball, goes just high, hits the boards behind Proctor, as Point still not able to clear, and they finally do. That was a solid 4 minutes of offense. So I'm sorry, solid minute of offense right there. Shot from the far wall, a little bit of a lazy shot from Colin Steen. Alex Proctor puts a glove on that one. We'll get a stoppage of play. I mean, every single time they come back to the bench, it's another word we can't use on this broadcast right now. They are very frustrated.
They are, and every time, like you said, they make a change. Choice words are said from this Eau Claire bench. They really don't want to lose 3 in a row to Stevens Point, but got to stay focused.
Puck bounced off the stick of Nico Kamelski. Collected behind the net by Humberstone. Over to Bunting. Is that one bounced off the stanchion? Here comes Witherspoon. Witherspoon's shot is blocked right in front. That one didn't have to get to the net as there's a 2-on-3 the other way. Stick check from behind. Good good back check by the Pointer squad as there was a big hit there in the corner by McHennigan. McHennigan in by himself. Witherspoon in by himself as the Blue Golds come the other way. It's on the stick of Trenton Hyde. Trenton Hyde, stick lifted, taking off the puck and finally taken down in the corner. Over to Sherino. Sherino, big hit in the corner, absolutely leveling Ian Carpenter as that follow-up shot is saved by Proctor. What a hit from Dawson Sherino.
Dawson Sherino just leveled Ian Carpenter, who left his stick on the ice, and Sherino made sure Carpenter knew who just hit him in the mouth.
Ian Carpenter slow to get back to the bench. I mean, he really felt the effects of that one. There have been so many good hits this game. This is, like I said, instant classic, Frankie. Instant classic.
Sherino is here to play. Has another assist, multiple big hits tonight. He's not messing around.
Dawson Sherino takes another man down in the far boards. I think that was number 3, Tyler Love. Shot from the point saved by Proctor. As point looks to clear. On the stick of Romatario. Romatario not able to clear, kept in. Shot from the point, hits a man in front. He almost had to make the save. Proctor didn't know where that one was. Dangerous opportunity there for the Blue Golds. Saved by Proctor as that one came out right to the front of the bench. Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but there's someone walking behind, somebody on our athletic training staff walking behind the net currently with a pair of crutches. You got to wonder who that's for.
Yeah, very curious to know. Obviously, there's been a lot of big hits tonight. My speculation, is that the Pointers bench, Liam? Or
that was the Pointers athletic team.
Can't quite tell who that's for.
Connor Witherspoon is down and sitting behind the bench right now. You got to wonder if maybe that's for him. I'm not sure what it'd be for, though. Sam Ide tied up in the corner, looking to clear. And here come the Pointers the other way. 3-on-2. In over the blue line is Hill. Hill poke checked away, and he'll lose his stick into the near corner right now. Behind Guchar. Nobody knows where it is. Back to Hill. Hill loses control of it. And Colangelo keeps that one in. Almost was a slashing call. Was very, very close. As one of the Blue Golds takes a shot. There's a follow-up chance for Colangelo. Saved by Guchar. That was a golden opportunity there for the Pointers. As that was Colin Steen. As Colin Steen's getting tangled up with Colangelo right now. As Colin Steen throws an extra little shot in there. This Pointer squad, bunch of rascals they are, letting up Claire know that they're not going to go easy.
Colin Stein had Colangelo's jersey by the neckline and then threw a jab for good measure. That was
Colin
unbelievable.
Steen obviously frustrated because he's directly responsible for that opportunity.
Yes.
He blew a tire right there at the blue line, allowed Sean Bunting in to be able to get the shot off, and then allowed Colangelo to have the follow-up chance that went out of the zone.
I was very surprised, especially after that jab from Steen.
There wasn't an extra roughing call.
Yes.
Well, like we theorized, you know, this officiating crew seems to. I'm not sure what that was. As Evan Junker blew a tire, and then Aaron Swanson blew a tire after him. It kind of seemed like he got tangled up in both their sticks right then, but I'm not really sure what that was. As that puck will go the length of the ice and be called for icing. 3 minutes, 7 seconds left to go in the third period. 1-0 Pointer squad. Now, if you're head coach, Matt Lowen, when are you going to pull Guchar? And that's not a swap him out for your backup goaltender.
No, right,
this
exactly.
This is your sixth attacker out there on the ice.
This Pointers defense has been so strong
in shot blocking
that I wouldn't be surprised if it happens sooner rather than later. But at the same time, the offense has had its moments, so you're sacrificing a lot if that's the call.
Shot from the point, saved by Proctor. A little bit of a rebound, follow-up chance. It was a little bit of a dribbler off the stick as he finally recollects himself. Another block shot there by David Hill as he went down to the ice in a hurry. Poke check there. Chance out in front. Backhand shot. That one goes just wide. It's on the stick of Willie Stauber. Stauber across the point to Steen. Back across. Shot saved by Proctor. Follow-up chance. Another save by Proctor. And we're going to stoppage the play there. If you're at KB Willett right now, oh my goodness, there's a big thing happening. I'm not sure what that was. That might be the end of a couple people's nights.
Kyle Grundy was trying to get in the face of Sean Bunting. And as Peters was trying to push him out of that altercation, looks like he slipped down. I'm not sure if there really was any contact between players.
2.5 minutes left to go here in this third period. I am honestly surprised there was not a call there. Genuinely surprised.
When we get to the end of this game, I will be surprised if these teams shake hands.
They probably won't. And it probably won't be because they don't want to. It'll be because both officiating crews say, go to your benches. Go to your rooms. Face off, won by the Blue Golds, but that one clears the length of the ice. Icing is waved off. Colangelo in deep, tries to take the pass off. The Colin Steen hits it now. Sammy Martel, shot. That one's blocked in front, and he regains control of it. In the near corner, regained by the Blue Golds on the stick of Trenton Hyde. Trenton Hyde's shot from the point goes just wide. Point trying to clear, not able to. Another point from the shot. Another shot from the point, excuse me, but another save by Alex Proctor. I'm afraid to look away and talk to you about some stuff because I'm worried I'm going to miss some more fighting.
Liam, this Eau Claire team is playing, in my opinion, with way too much emotion. They're letting last night's loss creep into tonight and have been trying to inflict their frustration on this Pointers team, who have used that to their advantage. I would say the Pointers have had the bigger hits tonight, the more effective hits, and the more effective play.
2 minutes, 11 seconds left to go as that puck exits the zone, cleared by the Pointers. Dawson Chirino in there. Such speed on him, collected by Tyler Love. Tyler Love in over the blue line, dumps that one in deep. Sam Ide will give chase, Proctor out of his net. Sam Ide tries to ring around the boards, takes a bad bounce off the stanchions, and it goes right back to Sam Ide, who will clear the zone. Over to Chirino. Chirino over to Moberg. Moberg dumps it in deep and gives chase. On the stick of Tyler Love. Tyler Love's pass intercepted by Evan Junker. Junker passes that one to Moline. Over to Colangelo. Over to Kamelski. Kamelski loses control of that puck and it'll go back out to Humberstone. Humberstone dumps that one in deep. And Guchar will just put a glove on that one. Holds onto it for too long and we'll get a stoppage in play. He wanted to play that one, but he held onto it for just a little bit too long. And we'll get a stoppage. 1 minute, 25 seconds left to go in the game, in regulation time. Now again, if you're Matt Lone, if you win this faceoff and you go north as fast as you can, are you going to pull Max Guchar?
If they're able to clear their zone, I'm almost certain they will do so.
Faceoff, won by Eau Claire. Collected by Colin Steen. Colin Steen blows a tire, makes a man miss. On the stick of Willie Stauber. Stauber dumps that one deep. It'll be icing waved off, and here comes Guchar to the bench. Guchar all the way to the bench, collected by Eau Claire. Shot from the point, hits a man in front. I think that's a save by Proctor. Crowd reacting like it is, and Point will try to clear. 1 minute remaining in the third period. On the stick of Willie Stauber, poke checked away. On the stick of Moline, over the line, shot, it's a goal! There's the empty net goal, and there is your dagger! 2-0 Point, 52 seconds left to go. And I think if you're not already frustrated, this Eau Claire squad is about ready to head out of here.
Pulling Guchar was the backbreaker of this game. Left their net wide open, and Cody Moline made them pay for it. Liam, the better team
is going to win here tonight. 52.8 seconds left to go, and I don't know if you saw that, but after he scored, he turned around, looked straight at Colin Steen, whistled around, gave him a how do you do, and I think they're going to try to pull Max Guchar again. He's way out of his net, waiting to see what happens. And here he comes to the bench. They're going to pull Max Guchar again as there's a save by Alex Proctor. But we're going to have another empty net opportunity. 41.2 seconds left to go in the third period.
And Liam, when I say the better team's going to win tonight, I mean the team with more class, the team who kept their emotions in check. They got the better of Eau Claire here tonight.
Absolutely. Eau Claire not able to manage their frustrations. Obviously, we heard them every single time they came to the bench. They were just not happy with how this game had been going, as that puck is almost cleared out of the zone, but is kept in. On the stick of Kyler Grundy. Kyler Grundy with it now on the half circle. Tries to get a pass out in front. Sliding save from Alex Proctor, and we'll get a stoppage. 22 seconds left to go in the third period.
Fantastic save by Proctor. I'm going to keep saying it until this game is over. He's played a clean game.
6x4, yawning at the end of the net. Guchar on the bench, 6 attackers out for Eau Claire. 22.1 seconds left to go in the third period. Isaac Moberg in there for the Pointers. He'll go up against Sammy Martel. Face off. Won by Eau Claire as Sam Hyde takes a cross check up high as it's pinned along the far boards. Tyler German finishing his check. As, he gave Tyler German a how do you do. Chest out in front, saved by Proctor. That one's going to be cleared, and that's going to do it. Stevens Point will take the game. Alex Proctor thanking the fans, giving them a how do you do. Is Leo Bacallo fires that one in the corner as Eau Claire will take the series sweep 2-0 here at KB Willard Arena. What a game, Frankie.
What a game and what a series from the Pointers. Tonight you expect them to take care of business, but to go and get that game in Eau Claire a night ago, so proud of this Pointers team.
Absolutely, and Eau Claire is in fact lining up, and I just noticed this, but Blake Kriska is heading to the bench on one leg. He'll hobble his way down the tunnel to the locker room, as the Eau Claire team will shake hands after this one. I mean, what a hard-fought win by this Pointer squad.
Very much so. Fletcher Anderson had the opening goal of the night, and then obviously Eau Claire pulls Guchar out, have 6 men on the ice, and Cody Moline made him pay.
You couldn't ask for a better team. And you know what? I'm going to say this. Max Guchar, do not feel bad about how you played tonight. Absolutely do not feel bad, because you were a stone wall in the net. 22 saves. Slightly less than he had to make last night, but even still.
And conversely, Alex Proctor, 36 saves, putting up an even
2-0
better performance.
Shutout.
Man, oh man.
He's my first star of the game.
I'd have to agree with you. Alex Proctor definitely deserves a star. 36 saves, playing lights out this season. I got to go with Dawson Chirino.
For a second star?
Oh, absolutely.
I was going to go with Fletcher Anderson for getting the goal. Dawson Chirino, third star, for getting the assist, and the fact that he was all over the ice, and you felt his presence every single time that he was out there.
Absolutely. Like we said, Eau Claire playing with a lot of emotion, trying to find every single hit they could get, and Chirino came out on top on almost all of them. Absolutely.
Well fought, well played by today's Pointer squad. I mean, obviously we saw how these two teams feel about each other. A lot of chirping, a lot of hooting and hollering back and forth, a lot of scrums. I'm honestly surprised nobody was thrown out of this game. I thought for sure it was going to happen. Either way, what a performance here tonight. We have another instant classic on our hands, and a game that was decided in the final minutes of a third period that was scoreless nearly all the way throughout. This Pointer squad just sold out KB Willard Arena.
And
sold out.
Liam,
KB Willard Arena.
I am curious, do they play each other again this season?
I'm not entirely sure. I don't think that they do.
They may see each other in the playoffs. You never know.
Well, I've been Liam Stats. I was joined in the booth by Frankie Bright. We got Keaton Wall over there manning the battle station, and obviously Ashton Parker on camera. That's going to do it from us for a while. Obviously, this is the last game here at home or in general for the year. Obviously, we'll be back about 5 days after 2020, after the new year. I don't know if we'll be covering any of those games, but either way,
back in late January
next semester.
KB Willett.
Absolutely.
We see Proctor with the gritty.
Alex Proctor obviously put on you saw after he won the game, he put on a show for the fans.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so very much for listening in. We'll catch you next time. Have a good night.